Hollie, we've been talking about so many of the services that you offer. We thought it'd be fun, Erin, for you to be our guinea pig here with the thermal imaging. Talk to us about what we're going to do here with Erin.
Okay, we're going to do a full head study today. So we're going to see your sinuses. We can see mouth things. We're going to take a look at your thyroid. We can see TMJ in the jaw. We can see all kinds of different things. So we're lucky to have a beautiful model today.
Talk to us about what we're looking at. All the different colors. Is that heat? Is that, what is that?
Yeah.
And the nose.
The nose,
is
okay.
dark black.
So green is about neutral. Red is hot. So red is where you're seeing a little bit of an elevated temperature. This is a heat sensor. It's not an actual camera. So we're measuring heat. So where we see red, we're seeing potential blood flow, maybe some immune activity. Your hair was down, so it's created a little bit of warmth around your temples there. So typically we have the hair pulled back off the face. Your nose is dark because it's cool. So noses are typically cool, but sometimes we do see color in the nose. If we see a little bit of red, it can actually be an indication of hypertension or even blood sugar imbalance.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And so this is, you do different positions?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next position we're going to do?
Okay, so if I can have you turn this direction for me, we're going to do the side view. And so here we can see your blue cheeks, and we can see a little bit of something maybe in the right side of your mouth.
I have a piece of gum in my mouth.
Oh, well, there you go.
Could that be it?
Yes, so that's creating temperature.
That's interesting.
And then we're seeing the red and then the white sort of down her neck area.
Yeah, this isn't a very true image because she has a jacket on.
Okay, got it.
So normally we would have no clothes on and the person would be nice and cool. But that could potentially be a carotid artery inflammation on the side. We do see that frequently.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Next.
And if you can turn now and face the TV, we're going to look at your left side.
Is this fun?
I didn't like that last mention.
No.
The artery? I mean, that's
yeah, but you have
serious.
a jacket on. She said you have a jacket.
Yeah,
so
that's
that
probably not true. That's probably just your jacket. But for some people, we can see cardiovascular inflammation, and that's usually you notice that. So here, this side actually looks a little bit better, but there's still a little bit of something warm going on in your mouth. That can still be your gum chewing and friction.
Could it be stress or tension?
It can be, yeah. A lot of people clench their jaw. A lot of people are stressed out. Almost probably 95% of the images I see that come back is positive for TMJ.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, everyone's clenching. Yeah. So then and then sometimes we can see sinus stuff so up here. So again, this is not a real true image, but we can see inflammation in the sinuses. Sometimes we can see people that have an active headache. We'll ask, do you currently have a headache? Oh, yeah.
I knew that. Exactly. I love it.
Yeah. And sometimes we see like in the sinuses too. And if it's something that's consistent, so we see it the same over time, then it can be potentially a chronic issue.
So what you're saying is Erin would come more than once. You sort of establish a baseline.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
And then we see what's normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So talk to us about her thyroid then.
So, well, Erin, if you face me now, and if I can have you look to where the ceiling and the wall meet, so tilt your head up high for me. I'm going to look down just a little bit here and a little bit higher for me. Okay.
We've got about a minute and a half left, so so what are we seeing here?
Good. That looks good to me. There's a lot of green in there. There's a little bit of blue. So sometimes when we see the blue color, it means that the skin is a little cooler. Actually, so the opposite of heat. So sometimes blue thyroid can be an indication of low thyroid or hypothyroidism. Sometimes that's just absolutely normal for somebody. Sometimes there's a little, some people have a little bit more skin in that area, so that can show up as blue.
All right, in our last 30 or 40 seconds, do you have any questions?
Is the image going to vary for ages? Like if you see like more, as people age versus we did Maria earlier, and hers looked a little different to me than Debi's and mine.
Makes sense because over time our bodies start to break down a little bit. We tend to have a little bit more inflammation, but people who take really wonderful care of themselves, I've had people in their 70s and 80s, and you couldn't tell on their images that they weren't 20 years old.
That's incredible.
And then I've seen 20, 30-year-old people with a lot of inflammation.
Well, if this doesn't entice you all to come to see Hollie here at Holistic Wellness and Detox, nothing will. This is amazing. We really appreciate you taking time.